Hi, I'm Greg Aleckson, and what I'm going to talk about today is the complexity of business and the world that we find ourselves in, and just how we can change our business to be much simpler. So, every business owner I talk to, all of my clients, the one major problem that they have in their business that repeats regularly is that their staff don't do what they want them to do. Don't do what I want. So now, I'm going to call this a symptom because it's not a problem in itself. It's an underlying symptom. The way that a problem manifests itself in your business. We start with a problem or a symptom, and then we have to firefight. We come in the morning, this raises its head, something went wrong. My staff didn't do what I wanted them to do or what they meant to do. So I start looking for, well, what's the underlying cause of that? What's the real problem here? And of course, anybody who's seen this problem before has found that there are a multitude of possible underlying causes for this problem. One of those is, and most business coaches will often tell you this one, certainly your HR coaches will tell you this one, is, you know, I've spoken to your staff and the reality is they just don't know what you want them to do. It often comes as a shock to business owners, and many business owners don't feel that that's actually correct, but if my HR consultant or my business coach has told me, we might head down this path. The other possible reasons, possible causes for this symptom is that my staff just lack the skill that I need for that role, for that position, or even just general skill about this business. Or my staff actually lack the willpower to do what I want them to do what they're employed to do. You might say this might manifest in they don't care. And I hear this a lot from business owners. My staff just don't care. They're selfish. I paid them a lot of money, they come to work to collect a paycheck. So look, you can see straight away that just from one little symptom that occurs in your business on a daily basis in most businesses, we've already got a selection of possible underlying causes to that problem. And typically what we find is that for every one of those underlying causes, there's a multitude of possible solutions. So, my staff don't know what I want them to do, what I require of them. So, what are the possible solutions? Well, the first one you might think of is, well, they need a position description. And many HR consultants will tell you this, a lot of business coaches as well. A position description tells them exactly what the requirements of their job are, sets it in concrete, can't be argued. Look, here's your position description. You're pretty clear on what I require of you. So maybe it's not just the position description. Maybe it's because, well, you don't really have a clear business plan in place. And again, a lot of consultants, a lot of coaches, a lot of HR consultants will tell you that this is the right route to go down. We need to do a thorough business plan so that everybody in your business understands what your business is all about. So you can start to see that, again, from one symptom, we have a multitude of possible causes, and for each cause, we can have a multitude of possible solutions. Now, every day in your business, it's not just one symptom. We're firefighting constantly. There's a multitude of symptoms occurring in our businesses every day that consume our time. We have to fight fires, fight fires, fight fires. So if we multiply this out by 10, you can imagine just how many possible scenarios we've got here for the 10 issues that occur in your business today. All of a sudden, we've got incredible complexity. And this is why many business owners find their business so complex, so time consuming, and very challenging to actually find the right people and achieve what they want to achieve in their business. So what's the alternative? If this is the complex model, let's simplify our business. Let's stop complicating issues. Instead, let's look for the solution that is going to solve this underlying cause, this underlying cause, this underlying cause, this symptom, and all of the symptoms that occur daily in our business. And that one simple solution is this. No, it's not a business plan, as many people may think. A business plan is a very complex document that requires a lot of thought, a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of research. The one simple solution that every business needs is a clear and simple strategy that tells everybody in your business who you are, what you do, how you do it, why you do it this way. Once you can do this, all of a sudden what you'll find is that many of the underlying causes that exist over here, my staff don't know. Simplicity and clarity, straight away, don't know is dealt with. Clear, simple strategy. Skill. The problem that we have with skill in our business is that we employ people and then we find out that they don't have the required skill, but it's often because we didn't actually know what skills we required in that role. Here, all of a sudden it becomes crystal clear what skills we require in the business and what skills we don't need. So our recruitment policies become much simpler and much simpler to spot people who aren't skillful. Whereas this is one of a multitude of possible underlying causes, and often we're not sure that this is the case. This becomes much clearer all of a sudden. A lack of skill. A lack of will becomes much clearer here. And in fact, the likelihood of a lack of will is significantly reduced here because people who are on board with your strategy, it's been spelt out, it's clear, they're involved, they know whether they want to be on board this bus. And they will self-select in many instances. And if they don't self-select, your other people who are on board will start to deselect for you. And this process becomes much easier as well. So all of a sudden you can deal with the don't know issue, you can deal with the skill issue, and you can deal with the willpower issue in a much simpler way, without a great deal of effort. And so as a result, the underlying causes no longer exist. Or they exist in a much smaller way. So all of these underlying causes that are creating this myriad of symptoms and problems and firefighting during your day, if the underlying cause doesn't exist anymore, the symptoms become fewer and further between. And when they do crop up, they're much easier to firefight, deal with, and move on. If this is something that resonates with you, if you've seen this in your business, if you've been living this in your business, like most small and medium-sized business owners have and do, but you'd like to achieve simplicity in your business so that you can get on with creating the business that you always wanted to, email me and let's set up a coffee meeting.